And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final series of the night. Welcome to the LiuLi Cup 2024 Grand Finals Group D decider match. We already have our first player making it through in Clem, and we are here to determine the final player to make it through the group stage into the playoffs. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of King's Cove, we have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Zerg player, the blue Zerg, representing himself. It is Dark. And if you're in the chats, I believe it is time. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Play show bets on who you think will take the series. Again, this is the final match of the broadcast of the group stage. Best of luck with who you think will make it through. Dark is going to be the heavy favorite, but I want to believe here in the power of Krystianer to make a series out of this. Again, he did have a decent showing in Game 2 against Clem, and now once again we load into one of the larger maps in the map pool. We load into King's Cove. If Dark wanted to be aggressive, if he wanted to be assertive in this matchup, it is going to be more difficult on a large map like this. So I do think this favors Krystianer when it comes to getting into the mid-game, and the mid-game is where Krystianer thrives in this matchup. For those that are unfamiliar, Krystianer, he has a certain style. It's actually similar to Mana's style, where Mana does often open up every single game with a Stargate into Oracle, into Archon drop, into Archon Immortal. Likewise, Krystianer doesn't quite open the same way, but he's also very fond of the Archon Immortal composition. Oh boy. We'll see if he can get there. I mean, that's how Krystianer was able to take down a laser, able to take down and go toe-to-toe against Raynor, for example. It is a terrifying composition, but we'll see if he can get there. For now, standard openers. For now, it is going to be a hatch gas pool, standard opener out of Dark. Everything looking as it should. Likewise, Krystianer just going for his own standard opener as well. The pylon is in place. Based on its location, it does look like a Stargate opener. So Stargate opener here out of Krystianer, most likely into an Oracle. Typically, if we wanted to hide our tech, then the pylon will be thrown down further back, closer towards the mineral line, or in between the bases. Here, it is designed to reduce the rush distance it takes to get across the map to get some economic damage. So this is a more efficient start here by Krystianer. With that initial Oracle, back at home, Dark getting his third base, droning up, saturating his bases. Spreading creep and settling in. And again, at least in that previous series, we got an ace match. We got a back and forth. Outside of that, we've had some more one-sided score lines at least. I'm here for more games. I'm here for more StarCraft. Let's go. As ZvP does threaten the shade. There's that first Oracle being chronoed as we speak. Being sent out. So far, Krystianer is maintaining himself. Oracle does zoom across the map. So far, Dark, he's just happily droning up, and getting more queens, and settling in. Nothing too crazy here out of Dark. No early gases, no early tech, not yet. I mean, he is known for being aggressive in this matchup, but we haven't seen any signs of aggression for the time being. As there's that third base for Krystianer, and what I'm looking for is a Twilight Council, is a Robo, and a Templar Archives. So my eyes are out for here for Krystianer, as that is typically his go-to. Prism towards the third. Trying to catch out some of the larva. Last not quite able to. Oracle going to be zoned away. Second Oracle in between the bases, getting a drone. He gets one. Just the one though. So far no major damage dealt. Oracles are deflected. Dark investing here into these lings. His goal here should be to knock down the third. As the pylon is under fire. And the pylon is going to go down. Massive pickup. This will delay the shield battery. It does delay the rest of the defensive setup here at the third. Lings are amassing. And Dark, he's going for the lair. is going Lair first. Meanwhile, Krystianer's follow-up is standard. +1 and a Twilight counter. Looks like +1 and Blink. Looks like standard play. Oracle still being deflected. He gets one more drone. Gets whatever he can. Lings, they do get across the map. As he did mention, the Adepts get surrounded. Yeah, massive surround. One Adept goes down. The second Adept as well. Force shade away. Lings, they will chase. Getting another Adept. And another. Yeah, 3 Adepts do fall. Very efficient trades here by Dark. It's very efficient. Pulls back. Behind is Krystianer taking his gases, trying to stabilize. And Darky's got 20 more Lings on the way. He knows he has momentum. He wants to try to punish his third base. And Krystianer, he's not going for Blink, he's going for Charge instead. So +1 and Charge into Archons. If you recall at the start of this game, at the start of the series, I mentioned how Krystianer, he's very fond of Charge or Archon Immortal-based compositions, and that's what we're seeing here. And just as I mentioned, this is not the same way that Mana gets here. Mana, he opens up with an Archon drop. But Krystianer, he avoids the Archons, and he does go into additional Oracles, into just straight-up Charge, +1, double Robo, Immortals. Now the problem here is it takes a while to really kick in. If Dark is more passive than Krystianer, he can get away with this, but Dark, he's being so aggressive. Massing up Lings, once again, threatening the expansion. Nidus is on the way, into Swarmhost, into Infestation Pit, most likely into Swarmhost. And again, against Charge, Swarmhosts are ideal. The reason for this, Blink Stalkers do an amazing job at keeping up and catching up and shutting down those Nidus worms. Charge lots are less mobile. This is just a less mobile army. And Swarmhosts, they can just pull this apart. So again, Swarmhosts, they're very much so a niche kind of style in this matchup, but that potential specifically against Charge or Archon. Meanwhile, Lings, they do hit the third. The composition is confirmed. +1 range is on the way. And Dark, he should be amassing up roaches to get ready here for this move out. For now, just droning up. And here come those Swarmhosts. As we did mention, again, they have their place here, specifically against this kind of composition. This is really their only place in ZvP. Is against Charge or Archon. You know, Krystianer massing up his army. Looking to move out. Still building up his Immortals. And this is going to be an earlier timing for Krystianer. If Dark was skipping roaches, he'd be in trouble. But Dark hasn't. He has been amassing up some roaches, squeezing them out every now and then. Is it enough though? Has he been too greedy? Dark, he's aware of the army. Lings, they hit the third. Going for the mineral line. And Nidus into the main. Krystianer, he's distracted. Will push in. The concave is here, but are there enough roaches? That's a lot of Archons. Roaches being forced back. The area is wide open. Boys are being pulled. Oh, they get pulled past the Archons. 4 drones going down. So far, Dark is holding on. He's buying time. Nidus does complete. Where are the Swarmhosts? As Krystianer, he might be able to break through. Queens are going down. Nice force field, locking down the roaches. Yeah, efficient trades here from Krystianer. Breaks through the Queens. Queens are going down, and roaches as well. The Knight is not really coming into play. But Dark, he comes in for the surround. He breaks through the Archons just barely. He takes down the Archons, shuts down the main army. And Dark holds. And across the map, here come more Nidus worms. What happened to the Swarmhosts? There we go. I thought 4 Swarmhosts were being built. Instead, he just goes straight for the main. Denies +2. And +2 is denied. Roaches, they slip into the mineral line. And Krystianer is being completely shut down. He was so committed with his push. And Dark, he was ready for it. Even canceled the Swarmhost, apparently. Hydras are being built. GG gets called. And Dark, he takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Just a very nice read out of Dark. Able to scout, of course, his opponents, recognize what was happening, recognize each Charge or Archon, and be ready in time back at home. As we saw, he did start the Swarmhost, but it looks like he cancelled them when he realized that Krystianer was pushing, that Krystianer, he wasn't getting a 4th base, he was committing on 3 bases, basically an all-in. You know, Krystianer, he was basically going for an all-in, so Dark, he recognized that, to just focus on roach production, and he was able to defend it quite well here, respecting the army, kiting back, reinforcing, getting us around. GG. GG, well played. Dark, he takes the lead in the series, and we'll see if Krystianer can bounce back. As we're getting into Whispers of Gold. Oh, as game number 2. One of the smaller maps in the map pool. Interesting. Short rush distance by ground. All-ins are favored on this map. I feel like Dark thrives on Whispers of Gold. I'm a little bit concerned here for Krystianer, as this map will allow Dark to be even more aggressive. Also, I mentioned before that the Warcraft 3 mod is, tournament is being played as we speak. We might receive replays from that, so if we do, we're probably going to have a catch-up cast one of these days. No. Oh, the StarCraft. Oh, the casting. We won't stop. Never. As spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our contender here. He's down in the series. Can he bounce back and force the ace match? The pressure is on. We have the Polish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg, the Red Zerg, leading the series 1-0, one game away from making it to the playoffs. It is Dark. Here we go. Dark is settling in, going hatch first. Likewise, Krystianer setting up on the low ground, going for a gate expand. And again, last game, we saw the attempted build out of Krystianer going into Archon production, into double Robo, double Immortal. He wasn't quite able to embrace his build, though, wasn't quite able to embrace his style. We'll see if he can get there this game. I do think that it's quite risky, though. It's just really tech heavy. It's really tech heavy, and you are vulnerable for a time in the early game once you go for all those Robos and the Temple Archives. I'm concerned for Krystianer if he tries to go for it here on Whispers of Gold. So I'm hoping we see something a little bit different. I'm hoping we do see a different build. As for now, hatch, gas, pool. Dark going for a standard build. So is Krystianer. Now, the reason why I talk about how vulnerable and how aggressive you can be on Whispers of Gold is a couple of reasons. One, there is no ramp. There is no ramp coming into the natural, but more importantly, the third base and the fourth base are a lot more exposed than on other maps. I would say that Frostline is maybe a map where the bases are even more exposed than on Whispers of Gold, but the rush distance by ground is longer on Frostline. Here on Whispers of Gold, it's very short. Very short on this map, so you can try to go for like a 2.5 base all in, 3 base all ins. They can hit very hard here at the third or at the fourth location, or just rotate between them. Likewise, when it comes to Queen Walks, you can knock down these rocks. You can knock down these rocks, whether it's here on the left or here on the right hand side, and reduce the time it takes to get across the map as well. But we'll see if we can get there. We'll see if we get there in general. For now, Stargate. Stargate open out of Krystianer. Based on the rally, should be an Oracle opener. Should be Oracle first. As Krystianer, he does force the linear third base. You'd love to see it. Basically, with that pylon block, Krystianer, he makes sure that Dark does not expand it towards him, which means creep is going to take a little bit longer to get across the map. So a nice little start here for Krystianer. Does make him a little bit safer, as we have both adepts joining up, and 2 adepts, they can one-shot drones. They will threaten the shade. Threaten the shade towards the main. And drone's going to be going down. They commit. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. He gets 4. 4 drone kills. Can he get 5? Not quite, but 4 drones nonetheless. A good trade here for 2 adepts. Not bad for Krystianer. Behind this Dark, getting his own third. Moving up with his Lings, and interesting, it is going to be a Stargate opener into a Robo, I would imagine, into a Twilight Council, into a Temple Archives, into an Archon drop. Speaking of, yep, there it is. There's a Twilight Council, and this should lead into Archons. Okay. This is the Mana opener. I mean, I guess Krystianer was doing this before. I mean, Mana didn't invent it, but he's been very fond of it as of late. Archon drop. I'll put it that way instead. Should be the Archon drop. And meanwhile, Lings, they do hit the Cyber Core. The Cyber Core is under threat. Warp Gate should finish, and the Oracle does race back home just in time. Phew. Krystianer defends. Does defend back at home. Meanwhile, those are extra gateways, and we have yet to expand and get a third. But there's that Temple Archives. Again, as you mentioned, Archon drop. That's what this is. Is going for a more committed variation. Typically, you can go for this build with a third base, but the third is nowhere to be found. So this is more committed, more aggressive. As a result, Krystianer has to get more done with those Archons, as he's going for a much later third expansion. Third base on the way. Gateways are finishing up. And here comes that Warp Prism. Here come those Archons. Eventually. As things they threaten to dive. Here come the High Templar. Here comes the Morphin. And the purpose of these Archons is to hunt down Overlords. They can hunt down Overlords. They can hunt down Queens, drones, tumors as well. To just give you a little bit of freedom and give you map control. And we'll see what he can get done. Back at home, the lair is complete, and Dark is building up his roaches. Roach speed is on the way. Archon drop dives in, going for the middle line, getting 2 drones already, not bad. Prism takes a lot of hits. Oh my god. Takes a lot of hull damage there. Krystianer, he has to be careful. Pulls away. Does not want to lose that War Prism. As Dark, he's taking, for the time being, is droning up, saturating his third base, and throwing down a Hydra Den alongside +1 range. So Dark, he is taking up. Lings, they get us in the third base. Again, later saturation for Krystianer. And while these Archons are buying time, while they're giving Krystianer map control, Krystianer, it's on him to build up the Immortal count. And to build up towards 4, 5 Immortals, build up Archons, charge lots, and eventually move out across the map. If you remember, last game was a very Archon-heavy composition. This time it should be more of an Immortal-heavy composition from Krystianer. We'll see if we can get there. The Lings, they slip in. Getting a couple of probes. Shield battery is not quite in position. Ooh, and the probes are going down. At the same time, Archons, they get a couple of drones as well. I say Archons, I should say Oracles. Not bad. Getting 5 drone kills. 5 drones go down. Storm is on the way. Second robot for double Immortal production. And Krystianer, he shouldn't be moving out yet. I mean, he has potential, especially with the Warp Prism, but he should be waiting for Storm and waiting for the second robot. So once again, Krystianer is being more defensive. As a result, Dark, he has potential to drone. If he wanted to, he could drone up that 4th base, get it fully saturated, and start taking towards lurkers. We'll see how aggressive Dark is going to be. Does he drone or not? As this 4th base is late. It's later 4th. Roaches, they trickle in. They run into the main army. He spots the Mass Immortal. Again, seeing this kind of composition, I wouldn't be opposed to Dark teching. And there it is, he's joining up. He's joining up his base. But Storm is about to finish, and here comes Krystianer. And again, he's got a terrifying army. Comparing them, we do have mainly Hydras here for Dark. But Krystianer, he has Storm. Storm is ready. We do have the infestation on the way. But that's Krystianer getting to the mineral line. Pulls back. Dark with the free sped. Storm goes on the roaches. Massive storms. Roaches, they get something up. Another storm as well. Takes out the roaches. And we're looking for a storm on the Hydras. There's 2 storms left. There's the first. 2 more storms remaining. Dark being forced back. Nice spread. Now the storm zones. Archons are falling. Oof. High Templar, they're exposed. That was the final storm. And Dark is holding on. A very nice spread, very nice engage. Takes out the final Archon, and Krystianer has to get the hell out of here. He has to pull away. As charges have arrived, but alas, Dark has plenty of reinforcements. We can see Krystianer, he has so many Immortals, but imagine if he moved out with these Immortals. He was too premature. They moved out too soon. Massive storm. That's a little high Templar. Krystianer needs a little bit more time. Still very close, very tense. Behind this Dark, he's taking. Hive is on the way. Lurker Den's on the way as well. But it's going to take some time to really get into Lurkers. For now, Dark, he's stuck on Roach Hydra. And Krystianer, he has a very efficient army. As long as the storms connect. He can't waste them. So far, so good. Nice storm on the right. Diesel storm towards the left. He has, well, soon to be 4 more storms available. But Dark, he does deny the expansion. Denies the 4th. Dark, though, he has to be careful not to be called out. He has to respect this army. Again, this is kind of the death blow that Krystianer's been building up towards the entire time. Ooh, as the 4th base is cancelled. 4th base is denied. Probe's going to be falling as well. Nice damage here out of Dark. Krystianer trying to catch it out of Dark, he slips away. Somehow he does slip away. Ooh. Pulling back at the same time, Lings, they do slip in. The wall's wide open. Krystianer doing his best hero impression. Likewise, Immortals are getting caught out as well. Very nice movement here by Dark. Catching out to Immortals. And Krystianer is out of position. Third Immortal goes down. Lings get into the main. Hydra's towards the natural. And Hydra's towards the third. They force a recall. Krystianer, he just wants a main fight. But the Hydras are getting away. They're at least trying to. Nice catch. Ooh, Hydra's going down. Expensive losses here for Dark. Hydras are falling, but still 13 probes go down. These are expensive losses. He gets the natural. Nexus does fall. Krystianer cleans up the army. The supplies are still very close. Dark has the economy, but Krystianer has the army. And he may as well just commit. He may as well just go all in. Looking at the army size here, that is 7 Immortals. 9 High Templar, each with at least 1 Storm. There are some Lurkers on the way, but Dark, he's in trouble. Krystianer, he can pull this off. He can snowball out of control. Is moving in. Does he have detection? Oh. That's Observer's just now on the way. 0 detection here for Krystianer. The Lurkers, they may just win Dark the game. Lings, they get across the map. Lurkers repositioning. And again, 0 detection. If he had some, he could break through this 100%. Roach is a counterattack. Observer still at home. Without the Observer, how does Krystianer move in? Oh my god! Storm on the base. Let's go. 4 more Lurkers on the way. Krystianer just cannot keep up. Or I should say he just cannot really push into this. Oh, without the Observer. Observers are finally on the way. Here we go. 3 Observers have arrived. But is it too late? As how many Lurkers are there? 15. 15 Lurkers for Dark. Lings, they just keep going for counterattacks. Bases keep falling down. Oh, Krystianer, he gets on the base. The expansion is going to fall. Nice pickup. Dark down to a 3-base economy. Meanwhile, Lings, they knock down the 3rd. Going for the production. And Krystianer, he commits. He dives in. Shows the Storms. Storms are looking decent, but the High Templar, they're going down to Lurkers. And there's too many Lurkers here. GG gets called as he rams into a brick wall. And Dark, he will take the series at 2-0. GG. GG, well played. If only Krystianer had the Observer with the first move out, then I want to say that Krystianer may have just broken through and snowballed out of control then and there. Again, I may as well show this. Looking at the supplies here, Krystianer, he was up in supply. He is, of course, the blue line, especially if he had that detection when it came to the first move out there. As you can see at the, 11-minute mark, he could have broken through, but alas, no detection, no vision. And Dark, he bought time. He counterattacked, he bought time back at home, and he did not. He denied the ace match. GG. GG, well played. Whew. Dark, he advances on, and Krystianer, he is knocked out of the tournament. GG, well played. And with that, that wraps up the group stage of the LiuLi Cup. Oh boy. That does wrap up the group stage. Do need a moment to set things up though. We can have a look together. We can catch up all together. Let's go. Let us go. Exclamation mark be in the chat to have a look at the back yourselves, as we have a lot of updates here, and I believe it's going to take some time for the bracket to be seeded, but we can catch up nonetheless. As you can see here, actually I have one better for you. Hold on, un momento. There it is. Bam, beautiful. Kind of. It fits. From the top, the group stage has concluded. We've casted every one of these groups. If you missed out, if you want to tune into the VODs, I do recommend. The VODs are on YouTube, the VODs are on Twitch. But Group A, we had Rainer and Gumiho, a Zerg and a Terran making it out of Group A. We had a Protoss and a Zerg with Hero and Serral. Again, Hero, he popped off. He took down Serral in the group stage. Hero going undefeated so far, coming out in first place. Scrolling down, we have Max, Pax, and Skillus, two Protosses out of Group C. And of course, in Group D, we had Clem and Dark making it through as well. We have our top 8. We have Rainer and Serral. We have Rainer, Serral, and Dark as the Zerg players in the playoffs. We have Gumiho and Clem as the Terrans, and we have Hero, Max, Pax, and Skillus as the Protoss. Let's go. So the playoff bracket is going to be insane. It's going to be intense. We had some crazy upsets, of course, as certain players did not quite make it through the group stage. And as you can see here, we have the double elimination playoff bracket. Let's go. Of course, it will take some time to be seeded. And as you can see here, the playoffs are going to be next week. Next week, in 6 days' time, we're going to be live here on the channel with the playoffs of the LiuLi Cup. Again, the best of the best are facing off here in this event. And we'll see who is going to be crowned the champion. Again, I'm very excited to see what the seeding is going to be looking like. We'll most likely be going over the bracket tomorrow if it is live during the podcast. We'll see. There's a lot to get into. A lot to get into, and a lot of predictions to get involved as well. The predictions, Pappy. The most important thing. Let's go. Just catching up in the chat. Just catching up. But otherwise, hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time here tonight. Again, a bit of a shorter broadcast, 3 hours, only 3 hours, which I'm content with. Again, I am very, very tired. I would like some veg, or like a little bit of sleep here today. So I'm going to be getting some sleep. And if you're curious, if you want some more CranKy Duckling action, when is our next broadcast? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we have the answer for you here and ready for you. We just wrapped up with Wednesday's broadcast. Earlier today, we were live with the Lima League. We just wrapped up with LiuLi Cup. And tomorrow, we have the OSC Season 12 Championship Upper Bracket Round 1. That is going to be on a Thursday morning. That is going to be in how many hours' time? That is going to be in 9 hours' time. So we have some time to sleep, get some rest, get recuperated, and ready for a day of StarCraft. So in 9 hours, we're going to be live here at 9 a.m. KST with the OSC Season 12 Championship. Following that, at 6 p.m. KST, we have the Podcast. Following that, we have Masters Coliseum at 9 p.m. And then we have the Friday schedule, looking very similar. Day 2 of the OSC Championship, Day 2 of Masters Coliseum. On Sunday, we have back-to-back Day 3 and Day 4 of Masters Coliseum. And on Saturday, we have a full day of the House Galactic Battle. Oh boy. Non-stop StarCraft here on the CranKy Ducklings. And again, the rest of January looking just as stacked, just as busy, just as jam-packed. It's a lot of StarCraft. Also, during the broadcast, I did get messaged by Eddie. Shout out to Eddie, of course, the owner, the person behind OSC. And Sunday is actually going to be a triple threat. It's going to be 2 broadcasts of Master Coliseum back to back, followed by OSC King of the Hill. As OSC King of the Hill is also on Sunday after Master Coliseum. So that's yeah, let's go. So we have another triple broadcast on Sunday as well. Did just get notified, or did just get updated with that during the broadcast. So more content, more StarCraft, as always, here on the CranKy Ducklings. Again, we have the most casting out there out of all the other channels in StarCraft 2, so we have the most amount of content if you wish. You can follow us on all the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. Check out the VODs on YouTube if you can't watch live. If you are interested in some of this StarCraft, then check it out over on YouTube or on Twitch for those VODs. Again, we have the content, we have the quantity, and we have some of the quality as well. We got you, Pappy. We got you. Let's go. So that is going to be coming up next. Oh, that's going to be our weekly schedule here. Meanwhile, if you want to support us in a different way, you can do so via Patreon, of course. Exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. We did just get some new patrons today, so thank you so much to those that are supporting us here, as our Patreon is designed to fund our tournaments, whether it's Sea Duckling Open, Macedon Open, or, of course, the Sparkling Tuna Cup. All of our events are funded through Patreon, so thank you so much to all the patrons that we do have. All the money goes straight to our tournaments, and our tournaments are coming back at the end of January. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you, thank you. And we are hoping to get to our next goal, which is of course to pay out top 4. Currently our tournaments are top heavy. Currently our tournaments, they pay out top 2. We would love to pay out top 4 as well. We'd love to get there eventually. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. With that, we are going to be wrapping up here. And stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. We'll find someone to send everyone over to. Who is live? Who can we raid? Let's have a look. Let's catch up. Let us catch up. We have Mr. Satsak is playing Cyberpunk. We have Enki casting the Pro Series. Do love to see it. What else do we have? Here we go. I don't see too many other people. Maybe someone who I don't know. We could give some love to Enki. I see Strange. True, Strange is live. But not many other people are streaming at the moment. We'll find someone. We'll find someone to send everyone over to. So again, give them some love, give them some support, give them a chance. And we'll see you guys in 9 hours for our next broadcast for the OC Season 12 Championship. Or we'll see you guys in 24 hours for Master Coliseum or the Podcast. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao. Papi, ciao. Hasta luego.